Hello and welcome. I am ignoring all video game choo-choos on my PC-isms to talk about this bucket. Yes, this is my hand. I'm not going to show my face. You probably have seen my face in many other channel videos. I may show it at the end, I don't know. But this is the new Thomas 2022 range. Yes, I know 2023, but I want to talk about this range. Kind of give you my take on it, because I feel like for as good as this range is, I'm not a big fan of it. So, our first contender in here, if I can, I'm going to pull out the choo-choo-isms. I want to talk about the things I see as the biggest downfalls of this range. Namely, the trucks. The rolling stock. Also, I don't have a lot of the buildings and stuff, but then again, why would I want those piles of uselessness? In all honesty, that's it. Oh, also, if you have, Kenji, your only bloody coach you can buy without having to buy that useless Knapford station. I'm sorry. One, Knapford station does not have a bi-level. Is this trying to be East Grinstead in the 1920s? Yeah, East Grinstead. You know, that station that the Bluebell connected to? Last time I checked, it was a bi-level station. Knapford isn't a bi-level. I'm sorry, it isn't. And that's what aggravates me. And really, do you want to know what truck is worth having on your railway? Not this lovely paint splattered, pain in the ass. God, that looks more like some idiots just threw those in there. No. This guy with the crates. Why? Reminds me of the old Great Eastern. That's right, the Great Eastern Railway. The railway that, this twat, a tram engine, I think it is, Toby, yeah, came from. We can get away with a reference. I could stencil GE on here and it would not look out of place. Now this truck here that can carry those like little pallet things and whatnot and the big containers, I'm gonna be honest. This, in fact, right here, these things I feel are a mixed bag. This I like, but at the same time I don't. They're thin enough that you can lose them. They feel flimsy. And to make matters apoplectically worse, you have to have special cars to carry them. You can't just, like right here. Some of this is Thomas, okay, down, here, I'll pull one of these up. You can't do like this. This is a good old-fashioned Thomas Wood freight car. You can tell by the unpainted bottom. This I like. This I love. This is perfect. You can... It tells you right off the bat, oh, I'm here to carry cargo. This looks like I'm trying to be a flatbed and a cargo car and a passenger coach. I have an identity crisis. This is saying, I'm a freight car, give me freight. Like these guys right here. We're freight cars, give us freight. Also, by the way, notice something. A 3-plank design that tips to the side. Most industrial railways had 3-plank tip wagons that carried stone and other things. It could also be used to tip out crates, especially crates of broken materials that had the tops or one of the sides breaking open. where, oh, I don't know, you don't want to lift it out with a crane in case that thing goes and, a falling piece of scrap metal kills someone. So these maybe look toyish, but that's more practical than, Mr. Schizophrenic here. Also, Nia's freight car. I'm sorry. I like the idea of Nia having a freight car. Like how Kenji has his own coach. But this, I really wish they'd done more with these. Like, maybe give us a whole, like you could have given us 2 or 3 more of these animal cars. Like, one for a zebra, one for a cheetah. Things like that, where they're individual. So, I want to talk about some of the engines. So, this is Hero. And I'm going to be honest, I think that some of the bigger engines, like Hero here, he looks good. I'm sorry, but Hero, I'm not gonna, beat around the bush. Hero looks great. That's right, I said it. Hero looks fairly decent. He looks great for what you want. Nia, I feel like they captured her kind of prairie length right here. Diesel, once again, I feel like Diesel looks good. Percy looks great. I really do like Percy. I feel like they captured the Avonside Porter. Toby, they captured the Trav engine. I'm not a fan of the face, though. Having this constantly 2D worried look on him. Come on! Where's the chaotic neutral grandpa that, we got in the Railway series? Where is that Toby? Where is the awesome Toby? The Toby who, he'll watch, Nia struggling to move a line of, ex-GWR W31 cattle wagons, laugh at her misery, and then show the young ones how you handle them. Where is that Toby? Or the character who will laugh at, Thomas when he gets too uppity, or a character who's there to comfort Nia or Percy or whoever when they're having a rough moment. A character who, he has the wisdom to know how to get, a free sandwich out of a vending machine if you smack it the right way. Where is that Toby here? I don't get that. The older Toby ranges. Even when they brought Toby into Thomas Wood, he still had that, young one, I know how to get a free sandwich. This looks like, I don't know, maybe I do, maybe I don't. Percy having a constantly shocked face. Okay, no. No. Percy is not a scared little coward. And on the day I'm recording this, Friday, February 24th, 2022, or 2023, I should say, the Unlucky Tug just released his Sodor's Finest on Percy. I would love to see more Percy. Also, if you've watched Carson, there's that episode, it's called Disturbing the Peace. Really good Percy and Murdoch story, where Percy, he has every right to be scared with a literal 9F bearing down on him with a coal train. But at the same time, he's not afraid to tell the other engines off. He's grown up. He is a mature engine, not a scared little coward. This Diesel face, it gives me season 2 vibes. I'm sorry. It gives me that. I see you like jokes. You made a good joke about me yesterday. I laughed and laughed. But Duck, he told me one about gold, and I'll whisper it. I love that. That's really well done. The capture of Nia's face here, excellent. It's this kind of welcoming, warm smile that you want. That's this kind of, you know, hey, you want to, you know, welcome to the island of Sodor. I have to give special mention to Hiro's face. Yeah, I'll do like this so we can change it over. I'll mention Hiro's face. I love the look of it. Once again, very welcoming, very family-oriented. You know, welcome to the family. Welcome to the island of Sodor. Here, you're going to be treated like family. We get sort of this season 7 Emily, you know, hello to you too, Thomas, kind of thing. And I love vibes like this. This is a vibe. This is what I love. Rosie's kind of blushing smile. Think nothing of it. Glad to be of service. Anytime. That's what I get. That's what I think. That's what I feel. We get the cheeky Thomas. You know, the Thomas who, wake up, lazy bones. Do some hard work for a change. You can't catch me. And off he ran, laughing. That kind of energy I love. I really like how they captured it. This is what I mean by some of the faces on these are hit and miss. For some of the engines, they're hit. For some of the engines, they're miss. Edward being shocked here kind of doesn't fit unless you're doing like a deal where he's having trouble with his brakes, or you're trying to recreate, oh, I don't know, the tiresome branch where he nearly smacks into James's goods train. That maybe if there's something even more shocking, like he's meeting Boko for the first time. But it just doesn't feel like Edward. There's no confidence in that smile. You know, Henry here, it looks like he's having not only a good time, like a smile where he's, you know, oh, at peace, but also like he's having a private chuckle at something like Gordon falling down the ditch, Thomas going down the mine. He's having this kind of reminiscence of, you know, past events. You know, things that made him look like an idiot. Things that made engines like Thomas or Percy or even Paxton, Diesel, Bear, Boko, Hero, any engine look like an idiot. That's what I get from this. Like, he's having a good moment. This is Kenji. Yes, I love Kenji. I love his little face. The bullet-nosed face. But I also love that it's got this kind of confidence in him. That, you know, he's kind of got that confidence of an electric engine. That he is the future. That he is what the Northwestern Railway is striving towards. You know, he sees Pip and Emma. And he looks at him going, hey, that's a good logical next step for the Express. Now, put me on the Express. That's what I love to see. Gordon, once again, for Edward and Henry, the proportions of the bodies are correct. Henry looks more like a Black 5 than he did in any other range. Edward, I get more of that Furness feel. Gordon, I get the grandeur of the A1s. But here's the thing about his face. Gordon looks like, oh, like he just forgot something, like a coach for a train or whatever. He's got that look on, like, I'm gonna see a coach about a train. No. Now here's the Thomas from a figure 8 set. Yeah, I like the face. I like the detailing, but at the same time, it feels a little too like he just enjoyed, like he was a little kid. Here's Kevin. With that kind of like face, like he knows he's just gonna fall randomly over and be like, bye. Sorry, boss. And then we get James with his classic laugh. Pardon me. Anyway, sorry about that. But James's face is that of he's laughing at something. He's laughing at someone's misfortune. Whose? I don't know. Trainboy did a fantastic video on James's proportions. I'm not going to go in here. I like him and hate him at the same time. And the last engine I have is Rebecca. I love her proportions. I love the look of her. But she has that sort of doe-eyed, oh, that's the world look. Like she's brand new build. And I want to point out something. She's an unrebuilt Light Pacific. These were built after World War II. And if Rebecca is coming into the island of Sodor as the newest express engine, which would be something in the 1950s, then maybe I would expect the doe-eyed look. But here's the thing. That's a rebuilt Merchant Navy tender. They got those in the early 60s. This doe-eyed, innocent look should not be a thing. Like I said, I do like a lot of the faces, but not all of them. Here's a troublesome truck face. It's okay. Looks like it's thinking about causing mischief. This truck face just outright says, I'm here to cause mischief. I like it. I really do, but some of these faces, man. Oh. I would love to see better faces for these guys. I'm sorry, just a lot of these faces, man. They look like, you know, like someone put a little too much happy coal, if you know what I mean, into their firebox. Now, you may notice that I don't have Knapford. And that's because I think Knapford is one of the worst destinations in this range. I, honest to God, believe Knapford to be one of the most horrendous, god-awful, ugly-looking destinations. It is all wrong. I'm sorry. It is literally all wrong. It has that second level. It has that stupid luggage chute. Which, by the way, the only way Knapford could have a luggage chute is if the cargo is going from the platform to a luggage hold in the basement of the station. And last I checked, Knapford did not have a basement. And then I looked at the Tidmouth shed set. Here, let me show you something. There's Henry. The turntable would only be able to fit that much of him. The three drivers. Or his tender. That's it. And the berth would only be able to fit his tender. Or a really small engine like Thomas, Diesel, Toby, Percy, Rosie. Why? Yeah. Look, bogies! But if they can't fit on a bloody turntable, they're not good enough. Big Jigs has made a turntable that is big enough to turn Sam and thus these guys. you would have to have one of those. And then a 5-way switch, and possibly a big shed. You'd have to custom make your own bloody shed. Now, we talk about... this, yeah, this is Bulstrode. Chonker. So this is crate of pipe cargo that came with the Thomas Figure 8 set. Here's a thing of apples. A little squishy pad of balloons. This right here is where you would drop off either... There's this little pallet thing that would go here, or you could shove this down here, this piece for the Thomas set. And then I want to show you hideous. This, my friend, is the cross track. No. This big piece feels more like a dinner plate. Like I'm eating dinner. And right in here, this is the track itself. We only get these little tiny 3.5-inch curves, which, trust me, these things will string line a long train. We get a 3.5-inch, switch track. Get a little... No, not 3.5. These are 4-inch. This is a little 3.5-inch straight. This is a 6-inch straight. This is a 2-inch. Last I checked, the original early wooden railway ranges, and even ranges like Brio, Big Jigs, things like that. And whatever happened to Mesco, I don't know, but Mesco Toys, the guys who made the long, 14-inch piece of wood track I have somewhere, and a few other unique pieces of train track, they had 6.5-inch curves. Even Choo Choo Track and Toys has a 12-inch curve. Something where you're not going to be constantly string-lining your train. Also, these are the buffers. They just look like a pile of brick. Right here, my friends, is probably my favorite thing. So this is Brendam Docks. Yes, you get a board that has that crossover piece. I love it. However, this barge, take this out. There's 2 other pieces I'm not even going to bother trying to dig up. But I feel kind of cheated on cargo. Here is Cranky at the docks. You get a Bulstrode with 4 pieces of freight, Cranky, and a piece of track. Thomas Wood. Also, look at that. Oh, and then I can add trucks. This, they give you Mr. Sad. Also, this Cranky, yes, unlike this guy who's smiling, this guy looks like a typical Cranky. But in all honesty, I wish that he'd actually given us a lot more freight to carry. This is a bigger dock. I would love to see maybe, instead of just one truck, try to proportionate the cargoes. So, you got 5 pieces of you got 6 pieces of cargo? 2 trucks. That's fine. That wouldn't be that bad. I don't really like it. That it feels more like when they rushed this stuff all out. When they brought this range back, it felt more like we're trying to cash grab for the older fans. And while I like a lot of the things in it, I'm just not that impressed. You know, 2 troublesome trucks. 2. Thomas Wood had a minimum of, I believe, 5. And Thomas Wood and Railway, the original, 1992 range that I grew up with, we got 1, 2, let's see, troublesome truck, troublesome brake van, the rickety troublesome truck, Fred Pelhay, Scruffy, then we got the rocking troublesome trucks with the model series faces, rocking trucks with a face, or CGI faces, the Sodor Salt Wagon. Minimum 8. Then there's the truck from Hero Sticky Spill. 9. Step your game up, please. This range really is lacking. It's a letdown. 1 truck, in my opinion, is worth buying. That's it. 1 destination, in my opinion, is worth buying. That's it. 1 set is worth buying, and that's it. The track expansion pack, which has switches, straights, curves, and buffers. Buy that in bulk. That's worth buying. But everything else, no. The engines, I would recommend on a do you like them basis. But a lot of the destinations, no. Knapford Station, I would highly not recommend. I would never recommend that station. It is, for me, a railwayman's worst nightmare. That upper piece, no. They don't even give you a ascending track with it. That's, number 1. You want to give people, if you want people to play with it, give people the tools. Don't just hide the tools. Also, make sure, it has a logical reason. Also, why does Knapford have to come with Annie and Clarabelle? Every Knapford station I've seen in the past has always come with 1 or 2 express coaches. Also, where are the express coaches? Why don't we have any of the express coaches? We got Stevens coaches, Annie and Clarabelle, Henrietta, the express. Come on, people. This range is all nostalgia, no common sense. I only got this stuff because it looked good. But here's the thing. Looks can be deceiving. If I were you guys, I would, honest to God, change your minds on this. I would turn around and say that, yeah, let's bash Thomas Wood. No, stop. Take a hard look at the Thomas Wood. That had some great things. I'm sorry, but Cranky at the Docks will always beat Brendam Docks. Will beat the Brendam Docks setup. I'm sorry. The spinning lift cargo crane? It will beat out that new Kidmouth shed set. Thomas Wood's Knapford Station, which looks like Brendam Station on Edwards branch line. I'm sorry, but for me, that's gonna beat out the new Thomas Wood Railway 2022 range Knapford. I'm sorry. That's not Knapford. That's wannabe East Grinstead. That's Brendam. And, oh yeah, the earlier Knapfords, that's Knapford Station. If I wanted to model the Bluebell Railway and Wooden Railway for, guess what? Then I would buy that so I could actually have the bi-level East Grinstead. But other than that, no. No, 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 no. Mm-mm. No, nada. No, no, no. Mm. Just no. Seriously, when this, without any trucks, just feels a lot nicer to play with, we've got a problem. Look at that. I got the Ballyhoo coffees, Arsdale linens. I've got the croquet, crow's beef for croquet. A party freight. I'm sorry, this just... Yeah, you're obscuring Bulstrad's face, but still, this just feels like a dock. Same with this guy. With this, you get Brenda Fish Market. Blue and red. I'm sorry, but even that looks better. These tipping trucks, yeah, like I mentioned earlier, they may not be, they may look toy-like, but yeah, they served a purpose. Even this guy, but this guy's solo, high-end 3-plank, which there were high-end 3-plank wagons. I'm sorry, this just looks more like a railway wagon. Some of those look more like they came out of William Middleton's drawings. I'm serious. Literally, look at this face from Henry and tell me that doesn't remind you of William Middleton. And for some of these others, like Gordon. Well, no, like Edward or Gordon here. Or even James or, God forbid, Percy. They look like they came out of a Clarence Reginald Dalby drawing. And Percy, for the love of God. A lot of the other ranges got him right. This one, he literally looks like a green caterpillar with red stripes. Bunched up, ready to metamorphize into a caterpillar, into a butterfly. Seriously. Oh, Jesus, man. I can't get away from the Clarence, the Reginald, and the Dalby because he's everywhere. Everywhere. Just everywhere, man. Everywhere. So, I'm serious when I say this. This range is I would recommend it at your own damn risk. I would recommend it if you're willing to watch your bank account have a suicide attempt. I am willing to recommend it if you're willing to watch your bank account bleed. For all the problems Thomas Wood had, especially with some of the figures looking like they came out of Brio, it still is a preferable range. Brio, Big Jigs, Choo Choo Trekkin' Toys even. Just think about that for a minute. When the range you're bashing on, it's saying, look, this looks better. Looks better than this pile of shit. Literally, this. When that Thomas Wood item looks better than anything in this bucket. I'm sorry. No. No. Pull your heads out of your asses. Take the goggles off and actually fucking look at everything. There. I'm done. Also, I've been swearing a lot, but I know YouTube's gonna mark this for kids, so I'm gonna preemptively mark it for kids. I'll do a community post. Just post your comments on the community post. I don't give a shit anymore. I'm done. This has taken all my energy and time. I'm gonna go add Kenosha. Good day.